Economic Ninja exposed Saudi Arabia's attack on the dollar. Had a story that I want to talk about, and it is literally the death of the dollar that you're witnessing. But Saudi Arabia is doing something pretty amazing. They are saying literally, we want to make this point so very clear, and that is the US is out, and we are literally going to financially attack the United States at all costs. They've done all kinds of things, from walk away from the historic 50-year agreement that the US had with the petrodollar with Saudi Arabia, right, that they were going to only sell oil in dollars. They walked away from that. When the president changed, right, we had a new president, and they could see the writing on the wall that this is not the country they want to back. So they said, well, we're going to sign an agreement with Russia and later on China. Then they came back a year later and said, hey, we just want to make sure you get the point across that this agreement we have with China is good for the next 50 years and then past that. Okay, now they've come out with something new, and they've even been on record saying how they're just completely, dumbfounded with how moronic our leadership is right now. So I want people to read the writing on the wall. The US petrodollar is over. Nothing backing the dollar right now. All right, this is very, very serious. This is why you need to be in better assets. All right, so here we go. This is from my buddy Crypto Charts, Joe. And I'm going to be honest with you. I want to be known as the guy, just the man on the street. That's right. More than CNBC, because those fools on there are just trying to sell new stock and bonds as they're bailing out of the system right now, and it's absolutely crazy. All right, here we go. Don't mind the drone behind me. They're filming. They know. Whatever. Who cares? Saudi Aramco. This is from Crypto Church Joe. Okay, but this is a tweet that he wanted to share with me from Captain Hindsight. And guys, if you're on Twitter right now witnessing all the great things that are going on Twitter, do me a favor and check me out on Twitter. It's at Economy Ninja. All right, Captain Hindsight says Saudi Aramco CEO has a dire warning on OPEC spare capacity. All right. Now I'm going to read this dire warning, and then I'm going to explain what's really going on in the background. The global oil market remains tight according to Saudi Aramco, the largest oil producer in the world. And that does not bode well for a world that still relies heavily on fossil fuels today. There's spare capacity that is extremely low. Quote, UN quote, Saudi Aramco CEO Edmir Nasir says at a conference in London. If China opens up, the economy starts improving, or the aviation industry starts asking for more jet fuel, you will erode this spare capacity. Nasir warns that oil prices could quickly spike again. When you erode that spare capacity, the world should be worried. There will be no space for any hiccup, any interruption, any unforeseen events anywhere around the world. All right, let's put this little bit information in our pocket, and I want to explain to you the reality of what's going on that you're not going to hear on CNBC, okay? Those guys are highly paid puppets to get you to buy their useless crap, all right? Saudi Arabia has made it very clear that they want us to feel the pain and that prices are going to go higher. Let me ask you this. Do you think Saudi Arabia would rather sell their oil out of their ground at $80 a barrel or $180 a barrel? I guess you've already picked the latter of those two choices. Correct. Not only that, they want to show their allegiance to their new buddies China and Russia, and they want to make sure that China and Russia know America. Now they have went on record and said that you were going to see higher prices in the future, and now they're claiming these shortages, and those shortages are nothing more than only give an example. They've already been very clear that they're going to slow the spigot. They're going to turn the spigot down to bring prices up. That's one, right. They lower the available oil out there that they're going to produce and send out to other countries, and thus causes people on the stock exchanges around the world to bring the prices up, to bid the prices up on oil futures. All right, that's one way. Another way is to put out propaganda that they're running out or that we're getting close to running out, right? And that's going to just, those words are going to cause, again, investors to run the price up. Then there's the actual, oh crap, we don't have it and I don't believe it. Personally, the oil has stopped running out of the ground, and that panic is going to cause oil to go higher now, I believe. And you're going to see in the next few months this happen in Saudi Arabia. Now they've already made discounts to China and Russia before they've already picking. They're not selling every country oil at the exact same price. So I want people to understand that how serious this is. But also what's happening is that they are going to come out and they're going to at a certain point and say we're not even going to sell the US. And it's interesting because they know they have us by the cajones. Because our president, the guy in charge right now, wants to make sure that we are dependent on them. It's weird. It's almost like there's things coming out all over of these interests. Understand the writing on the wall is telling you exactly what's coming in the future. Higher oil prices. I said that this would happen after the elections. Depending on how the elections go, it's going to get nutty, and I still stand by that. I believe the next few months you're going to see much higher oil per barrel prices than you do today. And I want people to understand that that cold winter that the president warned you about wasn't the next winter. It was this one. Why? Because they don't have anything to lose. Be scared. So don't get into any frivolous debt. Do not speculate in crazy markets right now. Get out of debt, save some money, and get into inflation hedges. The wealthy are buying gold right now. That's what I buy. This isn't financial advice. I'm a dude to the brow and a dream and a sweet ride. I want you to take advantage of this crash. The only way you can is if you're ready for it. So start getting ready. Ninja Nation is a nation of human beings around the world.